Okay, we're here with our Ubisoft 2018 E3 coverage.
The ratings Center of America E3 coverage. They're going to release the new ratings of the year. I'm looking forward to P.
I'm looking forward to AO.
Shut up, you idiots.
The new AO expansion pack.
Ubisoft
The new
show
super
is starting
adults-only
right now,
rating.
so hopefully this one's more interesting than the Square Enix one, which was boring as hell.
Yeah, like nothing fucking happened at all in Square Enix land. Fucking nothing.
Saying you don't have the browser source.
Oh,
Oh,
good catch.
that's okay, because nothing happened so far.
The problem with Ubisoft is they always have very specific games, and
Yeah.
we kind of know what all of them are already, so
I
unless
wonder
they surprise
which
us...
Assassin's Creed they're gonna show this year.
Well,
No,
I
it's
mean,
not an
last
Assassin's Creed year, it's a Watch Dogs year.
Oh,
They alternate now,
Yeah.
because they
Well-
fucking learned their lesson a little bit.
Yeah,
Little bit.
a little bit.
Who the fuck is?
Are we starting
This
with
is
Just
unfair.
Dance?
But hey, they did fucking bust something out that was really cool last year. They did Beyond Good and Evil 2, and we weren't expecting that. So, you know, who knows? Maybe this year they'll do something
I still
like
never
that.
believe... I'll believe that game when it's on the fucking shelf.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna
Hey,
even get
I know
remotely
this
hyped
video.
for it.
Yeah.
I've seen this video before. Make sure you pay attention to the background because they're gonna quiz you afterwards.
Did you see the
Did
dancing
you see the
bear?
dancing bear?
That was good. That was good. I like that joke.
I think it was too on the nose. I'm gonna mute this before I get copyright claimed.
Yeah.
I don't trust Ubisoft enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they'll claim it out the fucking gate.
Oh, all right. Yeah, this is the new fucking I had a joke here and I got it, but unfortunately the time has passed. Unfortunately, I'm not going to make my epic joke that I was going to make. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I'm glad you guys are making another one of these again. That dude's fucking going crazy for Just Dance.
I don't know. I think he's going crazy for the performance because it was a pretty cool performance. You gotta admit.
That man just took a ton of LSD.
He's like the one person in the audience who just fucking loves Just Dance.
He took
Oh,
a shit ton of
fucking no.
LSD, and this is being recorded from out of his brain.
Yeah. Yeah, sure the fuck is, huh?
No Man's Sky 2.
We already made that joke. Stop recycling
No Man's
jokes.
Sky 3.
Star Citizen, but
Spore!
working.
Spore! It's Spore. It's gonna be Spore.
Don't you fucking even.
Spore.
Oh, Lost Planet.
Yeah,
it
Lost
could
Planet?
be Lost Planet, actually.
Could be, or it could
Maybe.
just not.
I'd be surprised.
Oh,
though.
it is! Hey, here we go! Yeah!
It is Lost Planet! Hell
no,
yes!
it's not. It is not.
It is!
not.
No,
No,
yeah, that
it's-
machine looks exactly
Oh no,
like
it's
one of
Beyond
the
Good
Lost
and Evil.
ones.
Yeah, it's Beyond Good and
Oh,
Evil.
is it?
Come on, man.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Hell yes. You can hear the audience yelling just during the trailer.
Yeah.
The cutscenes look kind of uncanny valley.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I want some gameplay, though.
We got like a hint of gameplay last year.
Did we? Oh yeah. He like walked a couple feet or something between cutscenes. Is that a servitor?
Rum. This was supposed to be a prequel to the Beyond Good and
Yeah,
Evil or
the
something,
first
right?
Yeah. Did you
That's weird because the original Beyond Good and Evil, everything looked a lot
Ended
less
in
shitty.
like I feel like this is almost like a like almost like a proof of concept. Like if this sells, then they'll like make a true sequel to Beyond Good and Evil where they finish the story.
Yeah, the weird thing about this is like it's so unconnected that I just don't understand why they would make like a prequel or a sequel that doesn't have any of the same characters because they didn't finish the story, so the story wasn't over. It was like a cliffhanger, right?
Yeah.
Are they just making a movie?
It's a cinematic cutscene.
Yeah, it's a cinematic
trailer.
trailer.
They always do shit like this. Beyond Good and Evil did have a lot of cinematics and stuff, though.
Yeah.
Not to this extent, but...
There she is.
Jade.
I guess it is
What?
a sequel?
Yeah. Huh.
Weird.
That makes, like, no fucking sense, but whatever.
Yeah, apparently it was going to be a prequel, but nah, it is
changed
actually a
their mind.
sequel. Huh.
Ferocious young Jade.
It just doesn't make... well, is this young Jade? Is this still a prequel? This doesn't make any fucking sense.
As the incorrigible
Yeah, I don't
chief
know.
cook of the Gada. Characters will be playing
It is a
major
prequel.
role in our prequel.
Today, we are proud
Okay,
to represent
that's
our
very
growing
odd.
production team.
That still kind of works, I guess, but it's very
yeah,
odd.
then it makes.
It's very odd from the point that they start at in Beyond Good and Evil.
Hmm.
And all of this
Jetpacks.
Seamlessly.
You know, this reminds me of that Metropolis level in Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
It's also reminding me a little bit of Jack and Daxter too.
Yeah,
a little
well.
With Beyond Good and Evil 2, we want our community to participate in a way that's never been done before
Huh?
through the Space Monkey program.
Oh yeah, they talked about this last week.
Oh,
Huh?
does
Last
this just
year.
mean a beta
Be
again?
a part
This is
of
just
the
what they're calling their beta?
So today, we are issuing an open invitation
Go on.
for people all over the world to contribute their ideas, music, artworks, and create original content that players will experience as they explore the world of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, make our game for us.
Literally a universe of ways for artists to express themselves. From giant
No,
frescoes
basically,
to
do
murals,
fan art
street
for us, and we might use
music,
some
Oh,
of
okay,
it.
yeah, do fan art
Oh,
for
yeah,
us,
yeah.
and we'll put it in the game.
To do this, we have partnered with a company at the forefront
That's cool.
of community collaboration.
That's cooler than make our game for us.
To tell us more
Yeah.
is their founder, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh,
What?
so like murals and
Joseph
stuff?
Gordon-Levitt.
What? What the fuck?
Who's Joseph Gordon-Levitt again?
He's an actor. He was in movies.
Huh.
Didn't they just
What?
say he was a founder or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this theater. So I'm super excited.
Co-founder,
For
huh?
those who don't know, the first time we're making
He's not the co-founder.
Oh, the founder of the company that they're working with to
So it's a
do
little
this
bit different than
program.
other, like,
Oh,
creative
right.
platforms that you can find on the internet, because the point of Hit Record, it
Because
isn't
apparently
just
it's
to
like a
post
cross-media,
and promote
like,
stuff that
sort
you've
of
made on
thing.
your own.
yeah,
The point
creative
is to
platform,
collaborate.
I guess.
So,
Right.
like, when we're making music for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's not just going to be a thing like a contest where people submit songs and then we pick one or two of them and we put them in the game. We're going to be really making the songs together. And the same goes for the visual assets that we'll be creating. So, whether you're a writer, a musician, an
That's kind of
illustrator,
interesting. That's
if
weird.
you're
See, now I'm imagining one of the murals just being like one of those like grid things where people get each piece of a grid and redraw.
there's gonna be chances for you to contribute.
I almost
do
feel
that
like
shit.
I feel like it would be really hard to come up with ideas for paintings and murals for a game that you don't know that much about the setting, because the game's not like
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
We're
Okay, but for real, the best thing about that hit record thing that I was seeing is the fucking logo looks bomb as hell. Do you see
Yeah,
that?
it looks pretty
Finally.
Be showcasing
Fucking finally. We were talking about like Patreon and shit. Looked like trash.
community event,
good. Yeah, good logo.
which will take place in Montreal this fall.
Choose to go beyond good and evil.
We're done talking about Rainbow Six Siege. We're going back to Beyond Good and Evil. What the fuck? What are they doing now? We've got a fat. Oh god, I can't remember the guy's name.
Evil Knievel.
Evil Knievel. That's it.
Trials apparently.
Huh.
Is this the new game Ubisoft is going to be releasing?
Evil Knievel, the video game.
Okay.
Holy shit.
You failed the trials.
That was
Oh no, my
that
back.
was scripted as hell, but like,
Oh yeah.
but it looked really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a breakaway platform and everything.
That's probably
Oh, yeah.
the most
Oh,
cringy
yeah.
thing that's happened this whole time.
Trials
Oh my god, did you see the person in the audience with the watchdog glasses?
Oh no.
I did not.
Yeah, I just looked at the stream. I did. It does, yes. What was the point of him falling like that?
It was just a joke. It was supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Because Trials is like all about really stupid stunts, but 90% of the time you're gonna fuck it up and land on your head and die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Like that. Or this. And this.
Ow. Nah.
Remember Happy Wheels?
No.
Shut up, Phil.
Sorry about that.
God, these guys die pretty fucking brutally.
Yeah.
I love it.
The deaths are pretty funny.
Is this really just like a big version of Happy Wheels? Is that really what this is supposed to be?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This came before Happy Wheels, though. Pretty sure.
Trials came before Happy Wheels? Happy Wheels came out in like 1999.
I don't know. This series is pretty old, too. This has been... Because this is like the 4th one or something.
Yeah.
They even did a Trials Blood Dragon one year.
What?
I didn't
Which was
remember
just
that.
Trials, but with Blood Dragon colors on it, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah.
Division 2.
Man is dead.
Do you think we'll get any new information this time?
A strain of the
Maybe.
smallpox virus was
This is
released
their-
from dollar bills in New York City.
Really? It was smallpox? That's what it was?
Chaos.
I have a question, though.
Yeah.
Is this based on a Tom Clancy book? Because,
No.
like, because I'm thinking, how is this Tom Clancy's The Division if there's no, like, incredible military, like, 22 billion paragraphs of how the military works? Like, how can Tom Clancy write a
There is
post-apocalypse novel?
They're the Division, which is like a secret. Well, not a secret anymore.
No,
but
I
an
mean the actual
organization.
real people military.
No, but they're like Black Ops military, basically. Not every Tom Clancy was about, or Tom Clancy book was about the army. Some of them were about like Black Ops wet work stuff.
Fair enough.
But really, like, all of the video games have just been like vaguely war themed. Tom Clancy's the Division, Tom
You put
Clancy's
Tom
Rainbow
Clancy's
Six, Tom
name
Clancy's.
on this for some reason. I could have sworn some of them were like sort of like at least based on books that he had written, or like he was
Nope.
involved in some small way.
No, he basically just lent his name to the thing and made money from it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It like
Okay,
not
fair
a. I don't think a single Tom Clancy video game was based on a book.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, I
Ghost
could
Recon.
have sworn
Like
like
Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, Hawks even.
No, none
isn't-
None of those are. I'm like positive none of those were books first.
I'm looking at his bibliography in Wikipedia.
Okay, see if the game came first for those.
Oh, came first. Okay, I see. Yeah, actually, that makes sense.
Like, yeah, maybe he wrote books after the games were established, but I'm pretty sure every game that was a Tom Clancy game was not a
Wait a second,
established
actually,
series.
The Tom Clancy books based on the Tom Clancy games are not
by Tom Clancy. Yeah.
not by Tom Clancy.
Well, Tom Clancy died like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that.
They're basically saying that the first game was a catalyst for a civil war, essentially, because bad things about the U.S. government and shit or something. Fallout
I am
420.
Neil Green, and I have found
Yeah.
corruption and lying in the deepest annals of the government and corporations. I am a member of the government, and I can confirm that there was corruption and lying in the deepest annals of governments and corporations.
The Last of Us 3, yeah. It just looks like if you didn't already know it was The Division, you'd be like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this? From the trailer.
Yeah, but they have very notable watches.
Oh yeah, that's true. They have
I
no
saw the
other
watch
watches.
earlier. It was like, oh,
This
Division.
doesn't help
Okay.
me at all. I don't know what the fuck this even means. Oh, well, you know what they say about bottom button and top button? Problem is he's doing both, and also he's wearing, like, a jean jacket.
Yeah, it's a jean jacket. It shouldn't like.
Yeah.
If it was a suit jacket, yeah, you only button one.
Yeah, but
It's a jean
he,
jacket.
he was running on that logic, but
Specialization episodes will be completely
oh good.
free for everyone.
Oh, good.
I-
yeah.
Yeah, when he was like, "You're not gonna sit here and announce 3 DLCs that are paid, are you?" Like,
Yeah.
I kind of saw it
I was
coming,
like-
but I was like, they couldn't be that stupid, right?
Yeah, I was like, it's fucking 2018. If you go to E3 and announce paid DLC before your game is out.
People are gonna shit all over you. You're
Oh,
fucked.
Not even EA did that this year.
Yeah.
Don't worry, John Gamer, I got you up.
This
Oh, that's good, but I'm gonna flank around and lay down cover fire for you guys to
lies in you,
Okay, Tango Foxtrot.
agents of the division.
Tango Foxtrot.
Thank you.
Roger, Roger.
More like Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. That was. See, that joke I made was just as bad as the cringy fucking dialogue in their stupid trailers.
Oh, is this just a completely another trailer for the same game?
I think so. I think we're just still continuing with more Division trailers.
Listen,
Cool.
we got the Division. That's about it.
We're
Well, this-
announcing that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is in development again.
Still.
We're still working on it.
Or
Don't
you got
worry.
them last time there was one of these.
We didn't forget about that it existed again.
Took
Yeah.
a chomp out of that big stick.
Oh, okay.
Rabbids. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
everybody loves those.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go piss. I'll be right back. Tell me when the rabbits are done.
Is it a Rabbids Donkey Kong game or something?
No. I think they're
Hey,
just...
Grant Kirkhope! That's Grant Kirkhope!
Who's that? I don't...
He's the guy who did the music for Banjo-Kazooie in the original Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, well that would make sense that he would do Donkey Kong, something Donkey Kong inspired. Maybe they are doing
Yeah.
a Donkey Kong Rabbids game. You know, that's not, like, if they did a Mario one, that can't be that far outside the wheelhouse.
Yeah. Who's that giant rabbit over there?
Your mom.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We're working on top tier jokes today.
They like all of them look like they're from totally different styles of bands. Like the lady playing the guitar looks like she's in a punk rock band and she's like swinging her hair around and shit. No, I guess it's just mostly the fucking. She looks like a punk rock bassist. Look at her go.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are all like stiff and just playing their instruments.
Excuse me. The violin and the celloist are not.
You can only do so much with when you're playing those kinds of instruments because you have to be
you
very
hold them very
precise
particular-
in a
yeah.
different way.
But the guy on the piano looks like he's like a music professor.
Which piano? Aren't there 2 pianos over there?
Yeah,
the
the-
keyboard in the background.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy's standing on the keyboard.
Yeah. There are 2 keyboards. Yeah. Oh yeah, the guy's standing. That's what I'm like, yeah.
You're just saying that because he has a vest.
Yeah.
He looks kind of like a. I don't know. I've seen like I've seen bands that look like that even outside of music
Yeah.
professors. But yeah, it is kind of funny how like mismatched they seem a little bit.
Wait, the Donkey Kong one is there another? Oh, is it another XCOM?
Oh, I would assume it would be because
Yeah.
it's essentially a sequel.
Cool.
26.
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's
That's
like
this month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, isn't that like so? Is that Kim Jong Un?
There's a couple people there like on their phone, just bored as hell.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Greg Kirkhope was there, which is nice. There's some ladies who had instruments. That's great too.
Yeah. The lady playing the guitar was rocking the fuck out.
I mean, yeah.
June 26.
Sure is.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Donkey Kong Adventure. That is one hell of a title.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yes. It sure is. Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Mario,
Yeah.
Rabbids, Kingdom Battle,
Yes.
Donkey Kong, Adventure. That's 12 syllables?
Oh, DLC. Okay, it's DLC for Mario Plus.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
I'd almost prefer it to be standalone, but okay.
Yeah, well, you know.
No, it's not. You keep trying to kill it, Ubisoft, but you won't.
No, they're not. Is this Assassin's Creed Black Flag 2? I'm gonna be pissed.
No, this is probably Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, huh?
Because they were like, you know how everyone really liked the ship stuff in Black Flag? Let's just do a game about that.
Right, I remember.
Last year we were like, oh, we're pretty hyped for Sea of Thieves because we really like the aesthetic. This game looks like trash, but really at this point it's like, man, we
looks like it
probably
might
got
be more
that so
fun.
backwards it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming this game isn't also trash.
Well,
It probably won't be because everybody.
yeah,
yeah.
based on the gameplay of Black Flag, it is probably going to be really good.
I
It just depends how they do the overworld stuff.
I kind of find it a little annoying. I don't think there is an overworld thing though. From what we saw last year, it sounded like it was 5v5 match-based game.
Last year they said it would have multiplayer, single player, and co-op.
The Empire's
Yeah.
crushing all those who oppose them.
Okay.
So your next big
Long live Dire Sea.
So it probably does have some sort of open world thing.
trade routes in the world. A shared world where every player encounter matters. Will
Ooh.
you fight?
Ooh. This sounds much better than a 5v5 match-based game.
All right, pirates. Let's head to the hideout and have a great E3.
Oh, now I'm actually excited to see it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
cool, you
weird.
can
You can
pick-
walk around now, which was not a thing that they were saying that wasn't going
Yeah.
to be a thing last time, but apparently now it is.
Demi cannons are slow loading, but deadly at short range.
It's probably just the hub town.
Fast.
Yeah, but
Powerful
still.
damage from every angle. With everything loaded, let's head out.
That's cool as hell. You can totally customize the ship to look like really badass.
More merchant tool in the pirate
I think the issue we were thinking we would have with it last time was that we would each get our own ship instead of being able to share like you can in
disguised as a
Sea of Thieves,
Yeah.
so that's why we were so interested in Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. But I feel like at this point, like Sea of Thieves was such a letdown in the end that having
Yeah.
our own ship might be cool anyway.
Yeah.
Now that I know that it's gonna be open world stuff, I have really high hopes for it because Sid Meier's Pirates is one of my favorite games of all time.
worse.
Ah, Jessica, Lucas, and Dan. Thanks, guys.
Four against
There they are, the gamers who
The gamers,
are-
famous from The Division
Gaming.
1 and The Division 2,
At least
and Anthem ones.
at least they're doing a voiceover instead of doing a pretend coordination thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RPGs was like the greatest gift to gaming.
Yeah.
Basically every game borrows heavily from
RPG, yeah.
RPGs now.
Yeah. Even just the concept of a class system.
Class
Yeah.
systems, like
The idea
rarity
of
and loot
leveling.
tables,
Oh yeah, that's right. They took a RAM for this guy.
critical hits, like damage
Yeah.
numbers, like all of that.
but the glitter of
Okay, so they have the thing in the Division where, just like in the Division where, after you get all the loot, you can go, just kidding, suckers.
Yep.
Which we would never do, probably.
Yeah, we would never do that, right,
I
Thel?
would do that.
I sure wouldn't.
Let's team up against Thel, he's too powerful.
He
has all of
probably
the
is.
money.
Yeah.
Transfer.
What?
Transferno.
What the fuck? Hi, Frodo. What's going on, man?
So is Spectravision like an indie film company?
I'm not sure.
I think they're like a technology company for like CG and stuff.
I think Spectravision.
All you have to do is just
I will look it up.
be.
American Film Production Company,
You've seen
Oh,
how
yeah,
far
alright.
that's gotten now.
founded by Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like a fun horror game.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dad?
Fall.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
That's really soon too.
Yeah. Now I'm lost. I don't know what it is.
Let's get out there.
Voltron.
Oh god, it might be Voltron.
I don't think it's Voltron. Oh, is it No Man's Sky?
It can't be. No. No way.
The Legion is growing.
No, it's
It
not.
looks No Man's Sky-esque though. You have to admit.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agreed.
Oh, is this that game with the ship building toys thing?
Oh, maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. It probably is that. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
actually looks kind of fun. A game like this, if it was like a co-op thing. Starlink.
Starlink.
Okay. October 16th. That's not too bad, too far either.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I might get it on like my Switch.
And our heroes will need all the help they can get.
No Man's Skylanders.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. It is.
It is. What?
Yeah, I heard about this.
I was gonna make a Star Fox joke actually.
There
but
was a leak about a Star Fox flight sim game.
Huh.
Or people thought it might be a racing game.
You can hear the fucking crowd screaming.
Yeah.
I think that Nintendo just really liked that Ubisoft had their back when they were launching the Switch, and I think they were impressed with oop.
Oh,
messing
that was
up.
an actual fucking glitch. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that was their end.
Uh,
The first glitch of E3. Congratulations.
But yeah, Ubisoft. I think Nintendo was pretty happy with Ubisoft's handling of Mario and Rabbids and how well that did on their system. So they're probably like, yeah, we'll give you Star Fox 2 because you seem to be like
Platinum
able to
did the
do
last
this,
one.
unlike us.
Yeah.
Who?
I knew it.
I busted him out again.
They said special guest, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be
Yeah, I was like, it's
Miyamoto-san, isn't it?
Miyamoto-san.
Yeah, this motherfucker's here. Got all sorts of cross-platforming going on.
Get the
fucking
Look how happy he looks. His whole
Microsoft,
face turns into a
Miyamoto
smile.
and Ubisoft.
Yeah, he's a. Oh my god, everybody loves this man.
He's just gonna like sit down and it's like, there was Miyamoto! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up again for him!
I know you were coming today, so I came with a gift.
Oh, boy.
You know, it's the first prototype.
Get the teleprompter
Oh,
off
that's
the screen.
cool.
With such so. Do you like it? Super. So, thank you very much.
That's cool.
Oh, I didn't realize Star Fox. It meant Star
Yeah,
Fox
it
was
sounded
gonna
like
be
it's
in
gonna be in
Starlink.
Starlink.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh.
That's fucking cool.
To see you backstage.
Okay, then I'm definitely getting Starlink on Switch
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna fucking buy a game where I have to buy a toy for the game. Fuck that.
Well, I'm
then. No,
sure it'll
dude, I
come with the toy.
want to put like little ships and stuff in the.
But like, that's the point. I want to
Fucking
buy. I
shelf.
want to have the toy. That sounds like fun. I like toys. 'Cause
I want
I'm
to
a
have
nerd.
the toy and the game.
My fucking Metroid amiibo right here. Metroid herself.
Sure did make memes about this game that was fucking terrible.
I don't know. It wasn't terrible. I thought it was good. It just wasn't for me.
I just think that like, For Honor was a niche product that they were trying to sell to a mass audience, and it just was never gonna work.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough, yeah.
Oh, actually, I might pick it up if it's free.
Huh.
Join the fight with us.
Get it free.
Yeah,
on
I might
Uplay.
give it.
Oh,
I
starter
won't,
edition.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's this probably the same shit as the Siege thing. Here's the information stream, and here is...
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're adding like Chinese warriors. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
Like a Chinese faction. Yeah, they had some similar kind of stuff in For Honor when we played it, I think. Or no,
Yeah,
maybe,
it was
no,
like,
I was thinking.
It
maybe I'm
was
thinking of
like a
Chivalry.
lane battle thing.
Yeah. Actually, I think I might have been thinking about Chivalry.
Yeah.
Because Chivalry
that's
had a
probably
siege mode too.
Yeah.
But if it is anything like Chivalry in the siege mode, then it's like people are just gonna fucking ignore the siege stuff and just kill each other, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be kind of sucky.
Yeah, well.
I guess it
As you
depends
can
how
see
they.
here.
What?
As you can see here, people just ignoring the siege stuff and just killing each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
There he is, Arthas from Warcraft.
He sure is, dude.
The Black Knight.
'Tis but a
Yeah, like
flesh
fucking-
wound.
We got fucking skulls on your pauldrons. You're the bad guy.
Boy, we sure love racing games. Oh man.
Bike,
Sports!
You know, I do like some racing games, but like...
across the United States.
Yeah, shit like
The pre-release is
Cross
on
Out
June
and
20th,
Mario Kart.
and we are very happy to announce
Burnout.
the open beta will be
Yeah.
available on account.
Preload the open beta now, and by now we mean when our servers stop crashing because everybody's going to it at the same time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This should be a Watch Dogs gear, because I think they alternate with Assassin's Creed now. Or maybe they do it 3 games, I don't remember. But if it is a Watch Dogs gear, I wonder what they're gonna
Probably
do.
gonna be the last one.
I hope
Well,
they
I
don't.
mean, I mean, like the last game that they're gonna show.
I hope they just
Probably.
don't.
Watch Dogs is good. Watch Dogs 2 is good.
Which is
Is this
weird
not the
because, like,
same fucking trailer that they showed last year when they were announcing the Crew 1? Or the Crew 2 or whatever they were announcing? Oh, well, I'm awake now. Is this... Are they announcing Roman Legionnaires for Honor, like I said?
Are we going back to For Honor already?
Oh shit, the new Assassin's Creed game looks
It's
great.
the new Assassin's
Oh,
Creed
yeah.
game.
Oh wait, no, hold on. I was going to make a joke and say Far Cry. I fucked that up.
It's supposed to be a joke, but this is probably
But
Assassin's
unfortunately, I just prophesied.
Is this a new IP? 'Cause this
No,
wasn't.
it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah,
That was
look
an
at it.
Assassin's Creed sound. Okay.
Oh.
Creed. Yeah, he also threw a dagger at a guy from the back.
That doesn't mean Assassin's Creed necessarily.
Yeah.
Have you ever been able to swim in Assassin's Creed before?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can do this- Yeah.
It would be pretty hard to get around in Black Flag if you couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think this is where you can swim in Assassin's Creed 2 even.
Now that was
Yes,
straight
you
up
could.
300.
Yeah.
Assassin's
Odyssey.
Creed Odyssey.
You know, not a bad name for that, honestly.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. We market tested Iliad, and that, let me tell you, it just did not, nobody knew what the fuck to make out of it.
Thank you. The course of history.
It really doesn't look very Assassin's Creed from, like, the Assassin's Creed-y stuff.
This land shaped by the gods.
Like, the fact that we couldn't tell that anyone had a hidden blade until, like, really close to the end says something.
Is where your adventure begins.
I don't know. I could tell that it was Assassin's Creed because it's at the Ubisoft Conference and they start out by presenting history.
And become the legend.
I don't necessarily think that means anything because, a lot of Ubisoft games look similar to each other anyway. It could have as easily been a new IP. Like,
The last 3 years, shaped by
What does that even
it's
fucking
not
mean?
a story, it's your story.
and the first choice.
I am going to say the same things that everyone who has gotten on this stage has said since.
They'll need a spear.
Really, Leonidas?
Okay, but Leonidas is a real figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do they not know any other fucking Spartan? Of course they don't.
Well,
'cause
he was the
300
most
came
he was
out.
the most popular, or he was the like one of the most historical Spartans ever. So
I shouldn't have been surprised though. Like,
You are the son of Julius Caesar.
The broken spear of Leonidas.
it's like they could have just given you the hide of the Nemean lion and been like, "You're the descendant of Hercules."
On your enemies.
that would have been almost
Take
just
this.
as cheesy, though. At least Leonidas was a real figure, and Hercules is kind of like a like a mythological figure
Yeah.
who may or may not have existed. We have no idea.
Yeah.
You can now truly
Here, have this bow. It's the one that
like never before.
Odysseus used to fucking kick people out of his house.
It's the one that
This
Odysseus
bow, it was your father's, Robin Hood.
So the historical setting is pretty nifty, but to me, the Greek anything has always been more interesting in the mythology than the actual history.
Well, yeah, but
Assassin's
one,
Creed
I
doesn't-
don't necessarily agree with you. Two, Assassin's Creed Origins went all fucking crazy in terms of, you know, Egypt myth and stuff. So like, basically all legends are real now.
Yeah.
Wait, really? You get a bird again just because it was in the last one?
That's been since the first game. Eagles are the totem of the Assassins.
That was a hawk.
Okay, hawks are then.
Really?
Well,
Okay.
hawks / eagles, I guess. Whatever.
Okay. Birds of prey.
You know who would have been way better to be like the descendant of?
Who?
Fucking Alexander. That would.
Yeah,
cool.
really.
Yeah,
Although I think that's way later in timeline.
yeah,
maybe.
that's way later. Yeah.
What did your informant tell you?
Oh, excuse me.
Although, fucking Assassin's Creed where you play Alexander the Great would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she not literally just say she's not here to go to war? Like seconds ago? Is his really name Doikles? Is his name really Doikles?
Hell yeah.
Oh no, it's Diocles.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. God, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So let's do some of our final thoughts.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to the other overlay. If I can find the right window here.
Powered by Totino's Pizza Rolls.
Okay, so first thing I have here is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I think that might be one of the few things I was actually excited for.
That was the thing I was excited for.
The gameplay looked. I mean, we got like 5 seconds of it, but you know,
And it
there
was not a lot, pretty much a lot of the same as what we got before.
I mean, I'm still.
I don't
think
think we got any gameplay before.
There was
Did
a
we-
little bit of like tech demo for gameplay.
Yeah, there was tech
like,
demo in the background. It wasn't during the conference, but you
it wasn't
saw
during-
some of it
Oh,
later.
yeah.
But I don't know that was there gameplay in this trailer. I don't even remember.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah,
a
there
little
was
bit. There was
gameplay,
not very. There was not very much, but there definitely was gameplay.
Was it
Yeah.
just walking around, or was it?
No, he walked.
It was
shot
like
a few
walking,
dudes and got
fighting
made.
on top of ships, and then saw a little bit of ship combat.
Okay, well, I guess I barely remember it.
It was it was not very long, but it was kind of cool to see.
Oh
like,
yeah,
like,
with the jetpack lady. Okay,
yeah,
I kind of remember.
they
that.
really like a lot of times they promise seamless transitions between different types of combat and stuff, but I mean just from the few little bit like they delivered on that.
Yeah.
What if they did? What if they did this game as a prequel, and then they remade Beyond Good and Evil 1 kind of in the same style, and then
Why,
they
it's
finally
taking them
finish
long
the story, and maybe that's their plan because it's just been so long between the two games.
Taking them long enough to make Beyond Good and Evil prequel.
The way that
Yeah.
I feel about Beyond Good and Evil 2 is like I have so little hype for it because it's been so long
Yeah, it's
that
hard to-
I'm not gonna care until it's actually out at all.
Fair enough.
So that's where I'm at on Beyond Good and Evil 2. Trials, which looks whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Division 2, which we've already seen probably more at Microsoft actually. They just talked a little bit more about the setting.
Yeah, they actually showed the gameplay
And they showed like 2 trailers for it.
And it looks like it's going to take place in Washington D.C., which is a detail I don't think we had before.
Yeah.
Mario and Rabbids plus Donkey Kong Adventure.
I went to the bathroom during this, so I gotta rate the bathroom. The bathroom was clean, so A+.
Well, you got back. You got back after. Actually, that was one of the more interesting things to me.
I thought it was really cool that they had Grant Kirkhope conduct a live band. Like that was the most interesting part of that presentation.
Meh. I'm kind of interested in the game
presentation
a little
as
bit.
whole.
Skull and Bones. That game
I'm
looks
excited for
interesting.
that.
Yeah, well, actually, that one might be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like
I really want to be able to compare it to Sid Meier's Pirates, you know?
if Sea of Thieves had been good, then I wouldn't care about this game. But since it was trash, now I really care about this game. You know?
Yeah,
definitely.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh yeah.
Transference, which is that horror game with VR optional. I think we should probably pick this up and do a let's play on it.
Yeah,
down the line.
at very least give it a shot.
Yeah.
It seems really cool.
It seems okay.
That's probably one of the more interesting games to me this time.
I couldn't really tell much about it, honestly.
Well, they had gameplay of like. It seems like sort of a mystery / horror game because they had gameplay with like monsters kind of chasing people and stuff. So.
Right.
It looked interesting. I don't know what the key premise is, but there's like horror monsters, so I'm down.
Yeah.
It aesthetically, if nothing else, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And aesthetic goes a long way in horror movies or
For
horror
sure.
properties.
Games, yeah.
Starlink and Star Fox.
I thought, okay, I like to buy toys. I like to collect toys to have them as like little collectible figures, right? So I actually have always kind of liked the concept of like Amiibo and Skylanders and what have you. Right?
I like the concept of Amiibos because it's figures of interesting characters. I kind of have never been interested in Skylanders. And in fact, I was always sort of negative interested in Skylanders because
Same.
I liked Spyro. And for a game to be so much about just random characters that aren't even like are only tangentially related to Spyro kind of turned me off. Right. So the whole time I was never really interested in Skylanders,
right,
and from everything I saw of it, it was kind of a like really simplified Diablo clone anyway. So I was never really into it.
Yeah, I mean, granted, but my point stands that I like the idea of having like I don't know, like people buy toys and little figurines just to have the figurines and sit there.
See, I'm totally with you on it. I'm totally with you on that, and this is why I'm interested in Amiibos, because they're of characters that I care about. The thing about StarMade is, and actually why Star Fox helps it, I think, for me, is the thing about StarMade is I'm not sure if I will care about any of the ships or anything. Like, if something like this had a like Star Trek or Star Wars crossover, then you would be able to like have kind of interesting ships that would tie directly into another property.
Yeah, you could like have the Defiant and trick it out however you want.
Right, and that would be interesting. Or if the actual like in-game lore for StarMade is interesting enough to like make me want to care about the toys. So I'm really like I'm interested in the concept. I'll have to wait to the execution to see how much I actually care about it.
Right. But the Star Fox kind of helps it because like it's really nifty to have like that is a ship you recognize.
Well, that's the first sign.
R-Wing is.
Yeah, that's the first sign that they are willing to do stuff like this, and I'm interested in that. So, although in a way I'm almost disappointed that they're not doing actual like Star Fox game, unless this takes place in the same universe, but I doubt it. So
or maybe they'll like talk about the new Star Fox game at like the actual Nintendo conference.
If there is a new Star Fox game, because there was leaks about it, but it could have easily been this. So
yeah, that's true.
So there's For Honor, which has a free limited mode or something.
It's not limited. It works the same way as your So what For Honor what it says on the website is that you start out with 6 characters. The rest of the characters will be unlockable with about between 4 and 15 hours of gameplay.
Okay, it's it's not limited edition, it's starter edition.
Right.
Which is kind of what I was thinking, not. So I wasn't saying limited in that it's limited, more that. But also for a limited time though, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And then their capstone for this was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I'm pretty interested in. I was sort of cold on Assassin's Creed Origins because I thought they were going in a very mystical direction, and I don't really care that much about Egyptian mythology.
Really?
I know that I'm kind of a minority in that. I find it sort of interesting, but not in the same way that I find Greek history interesting or Greek mythology interesting. So, and I certainly know a lot more about Greek.
Or tease a minotaur at the end of that trailer too, and I was kind of saying in the middle of it that I wish that there were more mythology, unlike the Egyptian one where I wished it were grounded in reality.
Why? Yeah, why?
What?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why? Which one?
Why do you wish it was more grounded in reality?
Why do you fight? Why are you interested in Greek having mythological elements but not Egypt? Because while I'm not interested in Greek or in Egyptian mythology that much, there is like Anubis and Sobek. There are like interesting figures in Egyptian history or Egyptian mythology. I find it strange that you would come to different conclusions on different games.
Egyptian maybe it was just the timing. Like Egyptian mythology, like at the time where it was like showing all these like giant snakes and weird stuff. It was like, well, why they've never done this with any Assassin's Creed before? Why are they doing it all of a sudden? And some, and I maybe like now it's had a year to simmer, and it's like it felt like they were just backpedaling if they didn't have any Greek mythology in it. They were like, oh no, people hated the mythology in the Greek one. We shouldn't do any mythology, or in the Egyptian one, we shouldn't do any mythology in the Greek one, but it does have that, so I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. I can't really tell. Maybe I just like Greek mythology better, like you said.
Right. And I guess that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I would have rather them just stayed consistent, I guess. I wish I would have preferred them to do an Egyptian game and not have mythology in it. But since the cat's already out of the bag, I guess you might as well have Greek mythology in it too. If anything, it like an Assassin's Creed that takes place in Greece with as much mythology as they'll probably have is going to be a letdown, because if they're going to do something like that, rather than go really heavy on Greek mythology. I'd rather play a game that was about Greek mythology rather than this kind of half step where it's like sort of historical, but also the Sphinx shows up. So I don't know.
And I feel like
actually maybe the Sphinx was a bad example
for a like Greek mythology for an Assassin's Creed game is probably a little bit better than Egyptian mythology for an Assassin's Creed game, because a lot of Greek mythology is things you fight, right?
Right. Very much more
warriors who fought big monsters.
Yeah,
stuff.
maybe that's what is the difference. Like in
and like
Egyptian mythology,
it's like this is what happened in Egypt 1. We're in Egypt 2 now.
I almost feel like it's even more than that. No, hold on, let me finish my thought. Okay. I feel like it feels like it's even more than that. It's like in Egyptian mythology, all of the main notable characters that you know of in Egyptian mythology is like gods, literal gods, the god of life and death. Like like how do you contend against that? Whereas in Egyptian mythology, there's a lot more
Greek mythology.
Greek mythology. There's a lot more smaller things. There's half gods. There's like magical creatures. There's even when you're talking about literal gods, they are grounded in a way that it isn't in Egyptian mythology.
Yeah,
Egyptian mythologies are literally like the goddess of creation, where it's like Zeus, the king of the gods, is really the god of storms. Like, right?
And the god of storms.
Like, and the thing is with Greek Egyptian mythology, there's like 52 billion gods, but they're all gods.
Yeah.
Right. Or even demigods. Like you're talking about someone like Hercules, and he's still like a immense character to deal with. Like
with the mortals and did stuff with mortals, but he was just super strong.
Right. Yeah. So, but still, like, how would you be able to possibly fight someone like Hercules? A demigod like Hercules is still like. I don't know if Hercules kills Titans.
All of his enemies, like stuff like fucking Medusa, you can fight Gorgons, stuff like that,
Plus, and this is not to say like on a quality level, but just a quantity level. There's just a lot more of Greek mythology, I think, that we know of still.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more to pull from in Greek mythology. So maybe that's why it doesn't seem as weird if you come across a satyr or something when you're playing Assassin's Creed.
And that's another thing. It's because like in Greek mythology there are all of these like fantastical creatures, whereas Egyptian mythology it's just like a bunch of people who have animal heads that were people. That did things.
So here's the main
or
difference
literal gods that you could
possibly literal gods. Yeah, is what I basically mean. They were like, it's like the political adventures of the Egyptian gods.
Right. So in the with Egyptian gods, they are all related to the afterlife. They were
not
never
afterlife, but aspects of the world.
Aspects of the world. They were never physically connected to the world. Nothing like as far as the myth.
Even that, because there's Sobek, which is the god of the Nile, which is
Yeah,
the river.
which is
and
the
if I
afterlife.
remember
That's what
right,
I'm saying. Like
well,
the
here's the
not
thing.
big
If I remember right, listen. What actually started like the Egyptian mythology is like, all right, all of these were the original like because of the fact that the pharaohs are directly tied to the gods. The gods are the pharaohs are the descendants of the gods, who are like the grand not only like architects of all of this stuff, but they were also the original pharaohs. They were the original emperors of what was Egypt at some mythological point in like prehistory.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. At the same time, like, I would have rather ultimately, and maybe this is just because I actually cared about the Assassin's Creed series, unlike a lot of people at this point, but I would have rather they just played the Egyptian one straight, and it was just a political drama in Egypt at that time frame, and not have anything mythological in it, and then go to Greece and then do the same thing. But at this point, it's like, now, since they kind of let the cat out of the bag in the Egypt one, they should just go way heavy on Greek mythology. May as well make it God of War at this point, to me.
For me, because I just don't give a shit about Assassin's Creed. Fuck it, just put mythological stuff in all of them. Why not? Who cares? Go ahead, just do whatever. I don't care.
I think the Assassin's Creed games were pretty good at one point in time. I think they really started going downhill at 3 with the American Revolution one because the writing was bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was the last game. Are there any more thoughts about Ubisoft before we move on?
Nope.
No, not really.
All right, so that's our Ubisoft coverage, and we're gonna head out. And as always, remember,
stay beautiful.